Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, so do we have any questions? No questions? Okay. No worries. Let me just. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Akshay, Atul, Karan, Kunal, Sridhar, Sejal. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Nikita. Okay, so have you polled? Like there was, like we were conducting the poll about the tomorrow session. So did you get a chance to do the vote on that poll? So actually, we are planning to conduct the session. Means I am planning to conduct the session tomorrow. If you all good tomorrow 7 to 9. Okay. So yesterday we discussed few things. It was a group by join. We were about to discuss between. Okay, these things we have discussed. Okay, so this is what we were looking for the query like, and this is how you need to think as well. Okay, so how I can get like on the pandas, I haven't shared any assignment, but I think on the sequel, I have shared the enough number of questions and enough assignments. So what you need to do is you need to try same assignment question in the pandas. Right? This is the way you can work on this data frame in the pandas. Okay. So, but still, I'll try to share the assignments on this weekend, maybe on Sunday, on the pandas and NumPy. Okay, we'll be having one session on the NumPy as well. So you need to try to solve all the equations that is there in the SQL. You need to solve it using the pandas. Okay. So yesterday we discussed this group by how to get the answer. We had some random queries and wanted to get the same similar like output. So we have tried a different syntax. Okay, here what you can do is this is what if you want a group by salary. So you can just simply have this syntax. Okay, just have the salary and sum. So you will get that sum. Okay, yesterday we have seen. So if you do the sum here, it will do the sum for all the integer columns. Okay, but if you want a sum for a specific column, just after the group by, you can add that column and just do the sum. It will group by on the gender and do the sum. Okay, then there was another syntax. So data frame dot group by whatever column you want to create a group on. You can say group by dot agg function and then the new column name. And in bracket, you need to give on which column you need to do the aggregation operation and what aggregations you need to do. Okay, here you need to pass the a kind of a function. So we have a sum, max, min, minimum. Then mean is there, count is there, size is there, standard deviation is there. So this all aggregations are there. Okay? Some of the aggregations we have seen. So you can see it here. Okay. So also, yeah. So this is how you can do the multiple aggregations functions you can write. And then how you can do the grouping on multiple columns. You can in the group by function, you can pass the multiple columns and do the grouping here. Okay, and after that we have seen the between clause. Okay, so there is a between. So for between there was some parameters left, right, and inclusive. Whether you want to include inclusive, left, right, both, neither. Okay, so if I say neither, it will not include this one and this one. So it will include 25,001, but it will not include 25,000. So if you say neither, it will not include 20,000 and 50,000. Okay, so this is what we have seen yesterday. So yeah, one more example of group by. So this is what I was talking about. So if you want to have a grouping on particular column and wanted to do some aggregations, you can do the aggregations here. Like a sum, there is some other functions as well, as I discussed. Okay. Okay, so after group by, what was that? Yeah, so there was a difference between count and size. So we discussed that difference as well. Count star, count size works as like a count star. It will calculate, it will count the null values as well. But if I say count and if I give the column, it will not consider the null values. It will consider only not null values. Okay. Okay, this is a quick recap of our yesterday's session. So let me copy this. Okay. So, any questions, guys? Do we have any questions? Questions? So, group by we are good, right? But the thing is, I'm just explaining you the concept, okay? Group by. So I'm not explaining you these things in detail. Means group by means when I say group by on gender and how this output we are getting. Because already I have explained these things, what is the group by and all in detail in our SQL session. Okay, but I'm explaining you the concept here. But still, if you want any clarification or doubt, you can ask me. Okay, fine. So if we talk about joins, so what all join types are there? What all join types we have gone
Sir,
through?
sir, I wanted to ask,
Yes.
like what we have in SQL is like group by and having should be together, like they go simultaneously. So same logic is also followed here.
No, here we don't have a having clause, okay, but we can filter the records based on the aggregations, okay. So we have aggregation column here. You can see it here. It is generating the aggregation columns. This is what you need to explore. Correct. Good question. So this is what the column it will generate, and based on the column, we can filter the data. How we can filter the data that we know, but we don't have a having clause, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So what are join types of that?
Outer join, inner join, left join, right join.
Inner join
Full
is
outer join. Yeah.
yeah. So let me just put as a comment. Else
Cross join,
Right, right.
self join.
cross join is there. Sixth one is self
Self.
join is there. Okay. So this is what the join types. Did you get a chance to go through this join types?
We have to merge, we can merge two data frames in this.
Mm-hmm.
We need to select the data frame. We need to give the parameters as the data frames like data frame 1 and data frame 2,
Mm-hmm.
and on which column we are joining it and which join we have to give these three parameters inside the join.
Yes. Correct. So to perform the join, there are two functions basically. The one function is join. Okay. And then another one is okay. One is join and another one is merge. Okay, so whatever joins we have seen in SQL, okay, so merge is closely, you can relate with the merge function. Okay, how we can do this? Let's see that. Mhm. So let me do one thing. Let me just copy some test data in our folder. Already there. Fine, no worries. Let me do one thing. Let me read the data from the file. Okay, so data frame, let's just suppose is equal to, we have a CSV file, read CSV, and we need to give what? We need to give the file location, correct?
File path.
Double backslash, give the file name. Okay, and just print this. It's printing this data, and let me copy this data as well. You can see the Excel sheet, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We have info is there. Okay, so let me read this file as well. So we have both the data frames, so the tables we have with us. Okay, so now if I have to perform the inner join, so what we can do is pandas data frame, employee and department info. Say inner result is equal to pd dot merge. Okay, here you can see the left, right tables we need to, data frames we need to mention. Okay, left table, right table, and the data frame. Okay, so this is what left data frame, comma, give the right data frame, and then you can see how, right? How you want to join it.
Inner.
Inner, yes, correct. So perform inner join on to data frame. Okay. So we
But
have
sir,
this.
not create data frame here. Only left table and right table.
No, sorry, Yogita, come again. I did not get that.
Actually, we cannot create the data frame. It's dot data frame using that word. Only read the CSV file left and right.
So you're talking about this one?
No, she's saying we just used read CSV file. That
Uh-huh.
file we did not convert to a data frame.
We have converted now. This is what you can see. So we have read this CSV file and converted into a data frame. This is what the data frame is.
That's a variable name. We can put it like anything, right?
Yeah,
So what is
yeah,
the
and it
code there that you have changed it to data frame? That is our doubt.
it will automatically change it. Okay, it will take care of it. So if you want to see it, the type of it, it should be a data frame. Okay, so see, if I execute it and okay, let me just comment it out, or else even if I scroll up, see what is this?
Okay, sir. Got it.
Of uh, object. So if you do this, type of object is class pandas code frame a data frame. It is a data frame. It will take care of it. We don't
So
have.
here the code to change a CSV file to data frame is pd dot read under CSV. That's it. Yeah, okay.
That's I think CSV file को as a data frame कैसे लेना है?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
And if the CSV is having a different delimiter,
Yeah,
then
there is option. So if you
We have to pass the delimiter there, right?
Yes, yes. So here you can see when I click on this comma, so you have a option separator, delimiter, header, names. So you just need to give the delimiter here and equal to whatever delimiter is there, you just give that. Okay. So multiple options are there. You can explore this.
Okay.
While reading the CSV, there are multiple options. Okay, fine. So this is what a data frame is. Merge. Now we need to say how we need to merge is equal to just give inner. So what are the properties of how? So how we can say it's then left, then right, then outer means full, then cross. Okay, this is what the parameters we can pass to this. Okay, and even if I just do one thing, you can refer this pandas a help file, go to the data frame, and here to search merge data frame dot merge. Go for this. So how you can say here it is inner, left index false, right index sort, suffix right on, left on. Okay, we can pass the condition on which you want to join the two tables. Okay, so this is what the values you can pass: left, right, outer, inner, and it will perform the joins accordingly. And here one more thing is there, it's kind of a warning. So can anyone tell me the meaning of it?
So in SQL, we will not count the null values as separately.
No, means
So
SQL.
it is just it is null. It is filtering out entirely and in the SQL, but in Python for null value it is considered as a one value, and it will also join in the data frame.
Correct. So in SQL, what is the behavior of null? One null will not match with another null. So it will not, in our result will not get that null values. But here it will consider null value is equal to another null value and it will join based on the null value and will get a matching value. So this is what the difference is. We need to take care of it. Okay.
So for two null records, it will give as a two records.
Yes. So in both the data frame, if I have a null value, it will consider the matching and will return the result. Okay. We can join it using merge. We can join it on the index as well as columns. We'll be seeing how we can join it on the columns. I mean, columns on columns, index on columns on index. So this is what we can do. Index will be. Okay, if we are performing the cross join, then no need to specify the column names and the conditions. Okay, just specify the type of things. So what all things are there? You can refer this syntax. Okay. Table specify right is equal to this. Now you are going to perform inner join, and you need to, if I do not specify the column name on which we are going to join, it will consider the common column name and it should join the data. And I think we have a common column name, right? So let me try without a condition. Print out this. Okay, so it's giving me something. So instead of printing this, if I want to convert it into a CSV file, how I can convert data frame to CSV? To CSV, right? Yes or no? And where I want to create this CSV file. Okay, we'll be creating it on the same location. So it will be easy for us to copy the data. Okay, so this is what it is. Okay. Copy this and take it to our Excel sheet. Okay, so this is what the data it is generating. So is it working as like inner join? What do you think?
Yes, sir.
So it's giving the result as like an inner join. Wherever we have a match, it is returning those data only. So if you see the 40, so 50, 70, 50, 90, this data is not there in this table. So it is not returning that. But wherever we have a 40, 40 is here, you can see, right? So 40 and 40 is getting matched. So Sneha is from the finance department, 108, you can see it here, correct? Got it, right? So 10, again, wherever we have a 10, administrator 105. Okay. So you got it, right? Why it is happening? Because there is a common column name. Based on the common column name, it is performing the join accordingly. Okay. If there is a different name, okay, if there is a different column name, it will not join that two tables. Okay, so if I do the changes in the department and if I give this department ID, okay, I'm changing the column name. Okay, I have made it as a department. Okay, so you can see it here, no common column to perform the merge on. Okay, so merge option left on, you need to, by default it's a none. So because by default हमने कुछ options दिया है क्या? Yes or no? No, right? Left, right on ये भी condition हमने दिया नहीं है, ठीक है? Left index भी false है, right index भी false है, मतलब index पे भी वो join नहीं कर पाएगा, ठीक है? And one more thing is there. Let me show you that part as well. So even if I do not give the, okay, if I do not give the join type, okay, so let's remove this part and execute it. Okay, you can see it here, still it is giving me the result. Okay, and this is what the result is. So by default what join type it is performing? What is the default join type? क्योंकि हमने यहाँ पे join type दिया है क्या इसमें? How did I given the join type here? No, but still it is performing the join. And what type of join it is performing?
Inner.
Inner. So make sure that merge will do the inner default join type is inner in merge function. Okay, so it's a default join type is inner. So this is what the example of it. You can wait, and if you want to perform the inner join, whatever join type, just need to So you want to perform half is equal to inner. Okay, just give it in the single quote. Yeah, we'll just execute it. If there is a common column name, it's okay. No model name. This is this. What is this? It's adding something.
Sir, on column name.
The common, we have changed the column name, so it will take care. Okay, you can see it here. It's got modified. So I have modified DPT only. So it will work, okay, because we have a common column name. But the problem here is if we change the column name in one of the department ID in one of the data frame, if I change the column name and if I execute it, it should throw an error call क्योंकि उसको हमने कॉलम कंडीशन दिया नहीं तो वो कॉलम कॉमन कॉलम ढूंढ रहा है बट उसको नहीं मिल रहा है ठीक है इट्स नॉट गेटिंग द कॉमन so if we want to give that column a common column name okay so what we need to say is so either if there is a common column you can say on okay and then you can give that column name or else if you want to specify the column from left and right table so you need to say left on okay so which is our left table so this is what our left table so whatever table you will write it as a first will be as a left table okay left on and just give in the left table whatever column name is there okay in the left table means it's an employee table in the employee table this is what the column we want to perform the join okay and similarly we need to say what right on and which is our right table this department data is our right data frame copy and paste it here okay right on and now perform the join you can see it here so same thing we are writing it here in this table so you can see it here it's performing what inner join correct and you can see both the columns dpt id department id so when there was a common column it was showing a single column only but the column name is different it is showing the different columns okay so if you see the result in even in this okay even if you compare this the data split the column and here you can see the difference can you see when we had a common column it was showing a single column only but if we have a different column name it is showing it in the result is it clear to everyone
Yes, sir.
so and the result will be exactly similar okay the only difference is the null wala so if there is a null it will match the null so even if you want a SQL like output what you will do what you will do you just need to filter out the null values for this column wherever you have a null values you just filter it out you'll get the expected result correct so we need to do it additionally are you getting what I'm trying to say here?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Fine, good. Yeah. So similarly, so let me try it. This is very specific. Still, it's returning the 6 records. Okay. Still, it is considering this as a left and right table. Okay. This one, if I pass, okay, it's not taking. Okay. Left, right, you can give it. Sorry. This one, if I pass it as a list, left. Okay. So it is considering this one as a left only. Okay. So if you give this, it will consider left and right and it will do this. But if you want to consider which table is the left, which table is right, you can give this according.